Hello, welcome to Twitterati. I'm your host, Karen Rodriguez, and this is my real hair. Twitterati is here to bring you the best and brightest of my Twitter timeline so you don't have to. If you recall from the first episode of Twitterati, I think one of Twitter's best purposes is a place to put all of your random sentences. So let's start off this episode with a segment I like to call Random Twitter Sentences. All right, let's start off our random sentences with this from Captain's Log. If you don't already hate people, then the mall is a great place to start. I have you beat. All you have to actually do is go to the parking lot of the mall. By the third turn, you'll hate everybody in the world, including the people in the car with you. Vesta Tot has a query. Wouldn't it suck if you sat on a baby? Why would you do that? Well, Vesta, people do a lot of crazy things for a lot of crazy reasons. If you out there have or know of somebody who has a good reason to sit on a baby, please tweet that response to us with the hashtag Twitterati because we are dying to find out. If it's any good, I'll put you on the show. We have this from Fantasy Author. No, not me. There's more than one. Fantasy Author says, I was awkward when awkward wasn't cool. Wait, what do you mean awkward isn't cool? Hashtag awkward. It's not that awkward isn't cool, it's just that awkward is more awkward and less cool than cool. So if you want to be cool and not awkward, you should actually just be more cool and less awkward. Okay? Thanks a lot. And we have this thought from Corey Stewart, wrapping it up for our random sentences. He says, not a single soul in the world cares that you were disappointed in the True Detective finale. And this is actually true. If you are not satisfied with tremendous acting, great writing, great direction, great pacing, and a bad guy who gets it at the end, there is no satisfying you, and it's not actually a big wonder why you're on Twitter. Now we're going to move into something I call geek tweets because I did remind you that there are some hidden nerds on the internet. I know a few of them. I've coaxed them out of hiding just for you. This first one is from the conglomerate of gods of geekdom. Is from Whedonesque, which is the Twitter channel for Joss Whedon. It's not Joss Whedon personally, so don't be trying to, pitch him a movie idea. But this comes from the world of Whedonesque. If you don't know who Joss Whedon is, please pull yourself out from underneath that rock and go Google the young man. You'll find him. Whedonesque says, Buffy premiered 17 years ago. If you remember that, you are old. Ooh, thank you, Whedonesque. Next time you rewatch, keep in mind you are probably Giles now. That's actually good because I've always wanted to play Freebird on the guitar. Can I do that now? Here's another thought from David Stevens. Just a thought. When a Transformer needs glasses, does he go to the Optometrist Prime? That's a good theory, David, but when you go to the optometrist and they put that thing over your face and it has all those little gizmos that change the lenses, that thing is a transformer. So next time, mind your manners. And here is from the geek god, Leonard Nimoy. Yes, that Leonard Nimoy, who says, naming a snowstorm Vulcan is highly illogical. Live long and prosper. I agree. Fortunately, I live in California where we don't have to name our snowstorms. Sorry about that, Midwest. Good luck with all that snow. And that brings us up to our next segment, a word from our sponsor. Twitterati is brought to you by The Last Prospector by Karen Rodriguez. It's available for digital download for only $3.99 at Amazon.com or $14.99 for this physical copy that you can put on your bookshelf and display with pride. I'd like to mention that as a special promotion honoring my dad's 83rd birthday, we will be giving away The Last Prospector on Amazon for free from March 21st to March 23rd. So go and download yourself a copy, then read it, then tell all your friends how great it is. Then they'll go out and spend money on it, and I will be a very happy writer. Thanks a lot. Remember, The Last Prospector on Amazon.com. Now, back to your program. So, if you're on Twitter and you have friends, you probably already know that you call your friends tweeps. You know, peeps with a twee in front of them. So, I'd like to get a little segment called Tweets from Tweeps. That's right. My tweeps write things. Emily Toynton this week says, is it strange to be attracted to your own character because hot damn, hashtag writer problems? No, Emily, I think a lot of us got into this writing gig so we could conjure up our own fantasy boyfriends. If there's a more noble purpose, can somebody please let me know? I'm all ears. And we're just about to wrap up this episode of Twitterati. I like to end each episode with tweets about Twitter. That's right. So first we have this from Leela Gwen. Leela says, my Twitters are full of people who are way more into genitalia than hobo art. Well, Leela, let me tell you something. Genitalia on Twitter is a lot like dust bunnies in the living room. You can sweep them out from underneath the coffee table. You can vacuum them out from behind the couch. But tomorrow is just going to be a whole nother bunch of genitalia on the floor of your Twitter timeline. Sorry to say that to you, but genitalia and Twitter go together like coffee and cream. And this last tweet comes from America's Henchman. Twitter, because you're too lazy to write a memoir. And because you're too lazy to read it. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Twitterati, sponsored by, let's not forget, The Last Prospector by me, Karen Rodriguez. There's my name. If you want to find me, you can look me up on Twitter at Karen Rodriguez, or you can find me on my blog, which is http:// thelightstealersong.com. If you have something that you see that it might be Twitterati worthy, please, by all means, tweet it to my @ or with the hashtag Twitterati, and maybe we'll get you on the show. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.